All right, here we go. In 3, 2, 1. Hello, everyone. The college gamers are back.
What's up, guys?
We survived the first week of school.
Barely.
Yeah, Taft, how'd your first week go?
It's pretty good, actually. I'm enjoying all my teachers pretty much, and I'm really glad that I'm finally getting to actually take a class that's in my concentration.
That's good. That's good. What any classes you like specifically?
I'm really digging McKillum's archaeology course.
Archaeology. That's nice. Yeah.
It's archaeology 2015.
2015. Well, I don't think the codes are universal in colleges or something.
No, but for our LSU listeners out there, go Tigers.
Yeah, I'm pretty excited. I'm taking computer science this year. I switched over from physics, and I'm liking it. It's more my gig, so to say.
Well, that's good.
Okay, Taft, I'm springing this on you. You ready?
Let's do it.
You on your toes?
I am on my toes.
All right,
literally, my toes are the only thing touching the ground right now.
All right, I forgot to get you a chair. All right, you ready for this?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right, so between classes, right? You have free time.
Correct.
What games do you play between class?
Last year, the one I played between class the most was probably Minecraft, but right now I'm playing Stranded Deep, but I'll probably eventually go right back to Minecraft because it's easy to pick up and put down.
Exactly. Like, the challenge I'm finding is I have to find a game where, lately I've been playing Hearthstone and Heroes of the Storm. Like, those last about 20 minutes, kind of per game, you know?
Yeah.
So those are a good game. And I've really gotten into Heroes of the Storm lately, and I'm enjoying it. But I've dabbled in it before. But let's save this for what we're playing at the ends.
Okay.
So yeah, good games to play in between. Do you have anything you would like to get? I know you have a Mac, but
are we talking solely PC or just in general?
Just in general.
Have you seen that new game called Until Dawn?
I have.
That game looks great. Like, the graphics are amazing. The story looks awesome. I'm actually watching a couple playthroughs right now, and I can't watch it at night. Like, I honestly, I was watching it last night before I went to bed, and I was like, I can't. I gotta go to sleep. Like, I'm gonna have nightmares.
That's hilarious.
It's pretty cool.
Is it a pick up and play?
I feel like it could be, actually. Like, the chapters are pretty short. Like, it's about, I would say each chapter is about 15 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
Like, between the way it goes is you play a certain scene and then you go to talk to a psychiatrist. And
that's interesting.
I feel like, and for me, like, each chapter is like the psychiatrist, like, you go visit him, that's the end of the chapter. I feel like that, it seems like those are about 15 minutes apart, so I feel like you could do 15 minutes in between classes. That's what a lot of people seem to have at like an hour or so.
Yeah. Well, like, a big thing you can do between classes are like iOS games or Android for you Android users. I don't have any phone games I'm really playing right now because my phone's old and slow and needs help just using the bathroom. So, I can't really play anything on it, but are you playing any phone games right now?
I am currently playing Fallout Shelters. In fact, I just pulled it up on my phone as we're doing the podcast.
We are going to move to next topic because I can't play Fallout Shelter and I don't want to talk about it.
Yeah, Mike's a little butthurt about it, but
right.
I want to talk about it for a second, so I'm going to let you guys know just exactly how well Vault number 9 is doing.
No.
I have a 95% happiness, and nobody's dead, and I have like 57 people, so I'm doing pretty good.
All right, I'm done with this. News time. Breaking news. All right, got some good news this week. A lot of fun stuff going on.
Let's do it.
Taft, have you heard of the game called Eco?
Until like 5 minutes ago when you told me right before the podcast, no, I did not.
Well, Eco is it's a survival game because, those are very popular right now. It reminds me a lot of Minecraft. It was how the world looks, the graphics, that blocky universe. And the game, it's an open world survival game, right? Like I mentioned earlier, but one of the major mechanics of the game is that the players have an impact on the environment around them. So I'm talking food chain. For example, say you're playing the game and you only hunt, you kill every deer you see, right? Well, that deer is going to go extinct because in the game, the servers run 24 hours. And while they're running, things, they grow, they feed, they reproduce. There's actual impacts on the environment that depending on the player's choice. So it looks pretty cool.
So you're saying, like, if I make a shack or whatever, and then I come back a week later, say my shack's made out of wood, is there going to be vines and stuff on it? It's like the place going to be totally overgrown?
I don't think it's to that extent.
Okay, yeah.
But like, you can actually have, the creators were talking about it, and you can actually make choices to result in a server-wide permadeath of all species.
Really?
And just like murder the environment.
That sounds incredibly unfortunate, and I don't get why anybody would do that. That's like a terrible person thing to do. But if I get the game, I'm probably going to do it.
Well, the thing about this game is it's really the big focus is that it's going to be multiplayer, and they're going to give players certain choices. Like you can create player-run economies, technology, research. They have laws, like players can implement laws like server-wide votes to help protect species and things. I watched a play of it, like kind of like a trailer for it, and they showed like a foundry kind of building that had sewage leading to a nearby river, and the water would change color to like this orange red, and it was killing grass around the river. So you can like pollute the environment.
That sounds horrible.
Yeah, but like it's realistic. It kind of models the world like what we're doing right now. Like you say that's horrible in the game, but in real life we're kind of doing the same thing.
I know, but I'm not doing that, so it doesn't make me feel bad.
One thing they added is you can add world-ending scenarios like meteors falling from the sky.
How mad would you be if, like, you just, like, loaded up the game and, like, in the first 5 minutes you finally get, like, a house built and you're just kind of minding your own business and a meteor just comes and kills everything?
I'd be pretty ticked off.
That would be horrible. What if you were the only survivor on that server, though?
That'd be super cool.
I know, right? Be like,
I'm
I am
sure,
legend, except for minus the creepy vampires.
That's true. I'm sure people will respond or something. The only thing that won't respond are animals.
You know what that reminds me of?
What?
That reminds me of No Man's Sky. How they say, like, if you can find every animal of a certain species and kill it, it's dead. Like, it won't come back.
That's a good example.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that's it for Eco. What do you got, Taft?
I'm gonna double up on you, Mike, because these two are pretty short.
All right.
For our solely Xbox 360 and PlayStation 3 fans out there who refuse to go next gen, Alec, Mortal Kombat X is no longer coming to last generation. The developers have tried, and they've said they just can't get it to work. And they said it's not for lack of trying, they just can't find a way to do it, and that it only runs well on the current generation.
And this is an Xbox exclusive?
No, this is this is all of them.
All of them? Oh,
yeah, it's Mortal Kombat.
Well, did they say anything about running it on the PlayStation 3?
No, they said neither Xbox 360 or PlayStation 3.
Oh, I see.
Just none for last gen.
I see.
Yeah. And then, so that's one story, one of my quick little ones. And then my other one is Dying Light. Do you remember, have you played that game, Mike?
No, I've only seen scary things from it, and I don't want to touch it.
Have you played, what's that one called? Dead Island.
I have.
Okay, it's very similar to Dead Island.
I enjoyed Dead Island.
It's very similar to it, so you might actually like this one.
Okay.
You play, of course, as like it's the same like style of like weaponry and stuff like that, but you're more mobile. And of course, at night they call it Dying Light because at night when the light dies, the fit hits the shan. And so just zombies come out from every corner, and it's just crazy, and it's difficult, and surviving the entire night out is actually quite the accomplishment.
So the zombies only come out at night?
No, they're out at all times of the day.
I see.
But for some reason, they're just more active at night.
That kind of reminds me of I Am Legends.
That's
Maybe.
the second I Am Legend thing we made today. It's an old movie that's not incredibly popular. Well, it's pretty popular, but it's not still popular. It's not still relevant, really.
No, not
We just
really.
made two comparisons to it.
All right.
But the news that I have about Dying Light is that it is, right now it actually has a co-op demo out. It wasn't co-op before, so that's pretty cool that it has a co-op demo. The demo allows for around 3 hours of missions, that's how many it has, but from what I understand, I'm not positive. I don't think there's a time limit on it, but it's 100% free roam, but just with 3 hours of missions actually in the game.
Wow.
Yeah, which is really cool, and it's a 4-player online only co-op.
Wow. So you know what the name Dying Light makes me think?
What?
It's a scary game about your flashlight dying.
Really? That's
That-
what that makes you think of?
That-
A zombie game called Dying Light makes you think of your flashlight dying.
Well, if you just tell me Dying Lights, that's what I think of.
Okay, I guess.
Yeah, you see it now? You see it now?
I guess it's okay.
All right, is that it for Dying Light?
That's Dying Light.
That's Dying Light.
That is Dying Light.
Well, let's save it by going to the next thing. I skipped an article. Here we go. So you know that Horizons game? What's it called? Horizon Zero Dawn.
Yes, that game looks awesome.
The dinosaur game?
Yes, and I'm so mad that it's a PS4 exclusive. I'm so aggravated
Wait,
about
it's a PS4 exclusive?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
No.
I saw it and I was like, yeah, this game's gonna be awesome. And then I looked at it and it was PS4 exclusive, and I died a little bit on the inside, to be completely honest.
Well, that's really
We're talking
annoying.
about the one with the robot dinosaurs, right?
Robot dinosaurs.
Okay,
yes.
yeah. Yep, it's Xbox. I'm sorry, PlayStation 4 exclusive.
Well, this article now makes me sad because they're talking about how Horizons has if you were to put it in like an RPG scale, it would be between Assassin's Creed and Skyrim. And a Skyrim like dinosaur hunting game would be amazing.
I know.
If I could play it.
I know.
Now this article just blah, blah. But yeah, it looks super sweet. Has a full day-night cycle, and players will be able to explore forests, mountains, quote, atmospheric ruins of a bygone civilization. This game sounds awesome, and now I can't play it. God, blah, it makes me sad.
I'm sorry, Mike. I don't like it when you're sad.
Just so sad. Yeah, launches 2016 exclusively for PlayStation 4.
Yeah.
I'm sure I could find a PS4 emulator if I looked really hard.
Would they have one? It's PlayStation 4 has been out for what's it been, like 2 years? A year, 2 years?
I don't know, but I'm sure if I looked super hard, I could find one somewhere.
Maybe, but it probably wouldn't run too well.
Probably not.
And then you'd have to wait for somebody to make that into a ROM.
That's true. So I have an article here about Everyday Misanthrope, but I think I'm gonna save that for the end when we talk about what we're playing.
Okay.
So-
I got something real quick.
All right.
So you know how everybody gave Microsoft just tons and tons of hate for their $150 controller?
It's $150.
Yeah, the Elite controller.
What do you mean the Elite controller?
Remember they revealed like at E3 how they had like that special controller. It had the paddles on the back. We talked about it.
Oh, that one? Yeah, that one looks awesome.
Yeah, it looks great, but it's $150. Well, today or yesterday, but I'm pretty sure it was today.
Hey, Taft.
Yeah.
You know that click noise you make?
Yeah.
You should not do that.
I'm sorry.
It's okay. I just have to edit all of them out.
Okay. Oh, sorry.
No, you're good. You're good.
So today Razer announced that they themselves are releasing another $150 controller.
Razer?
Yeah.
Who are they?
They're just a controller company.
I see.
Yeah, they make controllers.
And wait, is it going to be like a PC? Is there another Xbox controller?
It's another Xbox controller.
That's
Yep.
why is it $150?
I don't know. I think they're like, you know what? We're gonna make ours look better because it for some people it does. Like I'm not crazy about it but I'm sure some people out there like it looks so much better. It's brighter. It's more colorful. But I like this like black look of the Elite controller. But yeah, it's $150. It's very, very similar. Like it's got
has all the paddles and everything on the
it
back.
added paddles, but except for this one, it's not paddles. It's more just triggers and buttons again.
Yeah.
And it looks like it would actually be probably a little bit more comfortable.
Mm-hmm.
So it might actually be a better deal. I'm not gonna say it is because I haven't gotten my hands on either one. But yeah. So that is two $150 controllers, and this one is wired.
Jeez, that's a lot of money for a controller.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess if you're going pro...
I'm sorry, it's not wired. The picture I'm looking at right now has a wire on it, but I think that's the charger.
I see. Well, like, I guess they're aiming these controllers at people who want to go pro for playing games.
Yeah, see, that's what it says right here. The exact quote from GameSpot.com is... Called the Razer Wirecat, Razer describes it as a pro gamer validated tournament grade controller.
Awesome. Hey, you know what other console I remember having a pro controller?
PC?
No, actually the GameCube had a controller they marketed as a pro controller.
You're lying.
No, I actually have one in the closet behind us. These controllers, probably not in the closet actually, but these controllers were only like half the size of the regular controllers, so your hands wouldn't have to travel as much to hit the buttons.
Okay, that's pretty smart.
Yeah, it was actually pretty cool, and it was actually really comfortable.
How expensive was it? Was it $150?
No.
Then it obviously wasn't a pro controller, Mike.
Oh, I'm sorry. Hey, Taff, speaking of pro things, this is a really long transition because we were talking about pro. Halo 5 is going to have like a pro esport thing. And then speaking of Halo, they have a clothing line coming out.
Oh my gosh.
Holy cow, that was a transition.
That was one heck of a connection, but it works.
Yeah, it works if you think about it really hard. So Halo 5 Guardians is coming out later this year, but a company called Muster Brands is launching a line dedicated to the Halo series. The clothing there they showed, this is very visual, so it's kind of a poor podcast thing, but it's something I really want to talk about. So I don't know how I feel about this. I don't know if I like it. I don't know if I dislike it. It feels like they're just milking that cash cow. But this clothing line looks pretty darn awesome.
I am perfectly fine with them milking this cash cow because I'm looking at the clothing pictures on your computer right now and they look awesome. I would totally buy that.
They have like flight jackets. They have like flight deck, like flight hands or whatever the term would be, jackets. They have a scarf. They even have the official name is a sea bag, is what military personnel like shove all those big old brown bags.
Yeah.
They're called sea bags, to the extent of my knowledge. They have that says like in it, let's see, it says UNSC, and it looks pretty sweet. They have
a rucksack.
A rucksack,
yeah,
I guess.
For people who don't know what we're talking about, a rucksack.
They actually have a jacket based off the Spartan armor, and the hood looks like a Spartan helmet.
I'm looking at that right now. I'm honestly not a huge fan of that.
Yeah,
the rest of the jacket looks really cool, but then you get to the hood and it does not.
Yeah, it's kind of weird looking. Now the one I really like is the oh gosh, what is it? I like the Hangar Bay one. But like they're just like they're light jackets and they're all kind of based somewhat off the like Halo armor of either troopers or the Spartans. They look pretty cool. And of course they all have the UNSC on them somewhere.
Yeah. Okay, on the topic of Halo, this is a random question for you here, Mike. What was your favorite Halo game?
Oh gosh. Either 1, 3, or Reach.
Reach was by far my favorite.
Reach was pretty cool, because I actually read the book before playing the game, so I knew a lot of the backstory.
Yeah.
Nerd alert, by the way.
I also really liked it because just like you were the person, like you were Rookie, and so that was really cool. And but I gotta say, the one that I'm starting to really like and kind of miss, just because like as I get older and I get like more into gaming, I appreciate it more.
Get more gray hair.
Exactly, is ODST. Like you really think about that one, it really does what it's trying to do. Like you're not a Spartan, so you're not just gonna go in and destroy army after army of people because you're not a top soldier. I mean, you are a top soldier, but you're not a super soldier like Master Chief.
But you're still weak.
Yeah, you're a Marine. You're expendable. At least in that universe, not in the real world.
Yeah,
we love our armed forces.
Yeah. Okay, my only issue with ODST is that I really wanted it to be a game where what they should have done, in my opinion, what they should have done is highlights from all the past Halo games. So in all the past Halo games, you run into ODSTs like every now and then, right? So it'd be really cool if what they did was like in Halo 1, you're an ODST, you drop, you run into the Master Chief, and you fight alongside him toward an objective. And then maybe they jump forward a few years to a mission in Halo 2, you know. That would have been a really cool game because that drop sequence, first of all, is amazing. And if I could just do that over and over again, I'd be happy. But it'd be really cool to kind of get the soldier's point of view of points in the story where you played as Master Chief.
Yeah, that'd be a really cool game. But like the only real like complaint I really have about not Reach, ODST was the fact that the weapons were silenced, but they weren't silenced. It was purely aesthetic. And that made me so angry when I walked up on like a group of like 50 sleeping grunts. I was like, I'm gonna pop them all in the head individually with my silenced pistol. And I shot one of them and they all woke up.
Yeah, that was really annoying.
That I quit the game. I was so angry. Like I quit it for like a week.
Hey, you know what other game does that?
What?
Left 4 Dead. You have that Uzi with a silencer like tie wraps to it, and it just doesn't do anything.
Yeah, I know.
Cuz that just like makes me mad. Like aesthetic silencers.
Yeah. Okay. To all the video game developers out there, because we know that you're all listening to this podcast.
Yeah.
If you put a silencer in the game, make it work.
Please make it work.
Yeah. Because it's honestly the most aggravating thing. Like, yes, I have a silenced weapon. No, it's not silenced.
Because silenced weapons are just super cool.
Yeah. It's the best when you can pop somebody in the face in a crowded room and nobody heard you.
Alright, so speaking of stealthy silent stuff, Assassin's Creed Syndicate is coming late to PC. It's gonna come like a month late to PC.
Okay, Mike, I'm sorry, but dude, what's with the transitions?
My transitions are as smooth as butter.
This is what we're going to be known for now, is our really weird transitions.
We have the best transitions.
We really do. I'm sitting here laughing at that one. That was a good one.
And yeah, I like to think I'm pretty good at them.
Hey, yeah, I guess.
But anyway, Assassin's Creed is coming late to PC. It's coming to consoles first. But that's because they really want to get the PC port down and not broken. If I remember correctly, Unity had some PC issues. Is that right, Taft? You're the Assassin's Creed dude.
Yeah. They did, but honestly, it wasn't just on PC. They just had issues altogether. Yeah. The game that they're really like not wanting it to be like the reason that they're making it take longer is because of Batman.
Oh yeah, that was my first thought was Batman.
With WB and stuff like that they didn't want to repeat that, so.
And Batman and Assassin's Creed. Batman isn't by Ubisoft, right?
No, it is not. It is a WB only.
Oh, okay.
But I think with the movie, Assassin's Creed movie coming out, I think that's a WB.
I see.
I could be completely wrong. I did not look that up. That's just what I'm thinking.
I see.
And I think that maybe that there might have some connection with that. But I did read that they were not quoted in saying, but it seemed like they were hinting at that they didn't want to be like Batman.
I see. But that was my first thought was Batman was a terrible port, and they don't want to do that because It's still going on right now, and
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that hurt sales a little bit.
But wasn't the big reason why Batman was a terrible port was because they ported it to, like, they gave it to some, like, a completely different company to port?
I don't know for sure. That sounds familiar, but I have no idea.
Okay, well, on the topic of porting, this still has to do with Assassin's Creed. I'm not doing a crazy transition like Mike does.
All right.
The Ubisoft Quebec is, the people that make Assassin's Creed.
Yeah.
They're not doing the port either. They are actually, they have delegated the job to Ubisoft Kiev. So hopefully it'll still be good because it's still the same company, just not the makers of not the same branch of it that makes Assassin's Creed.
Kiev's in Russia, right?
In that area.
In that
I want to
area.
say. I don't think it's directly in Russia, but it's in that area.
Assassin's Creed PC port would be best port ever.
Okay, we need a Russian Assassin's Creed game just so I can hear Assassins with a Russian accent.
Oh, that'd be so great.
Everybody's been wanting a Nikolai game.
Okay, Taft. Okay, the reason that wouldn't work is because Russians are too brute force. So you wouldn't be an assassin. You'd just be like, you just walk into the place and just beat everyone with your fists.
No, that's what's going on in, what's it called? That's what the new Assassin's Creed, the male.
Oh.
That's his playstyle.
Oh my gosh, they're setting up a Russian one.
They better do it. Please, for the love of God, do it. Illuminati's real. Do it.
2017 Russian Assassin's Creed game.
There we go. You heard it here first.
You know it. Well, anyway, they're aiming for a 1080p, 30 frame per second Assassin's Creed Syndicate port. So that's what they're targeting in quotation marks, that's pretty good. 60 frames would be nice, but I'll probably be able to run it at 60. I'm hoping anyway.
Yeah.
Right.
But yeah, they say that the production manager at Ubisoft Kiev said that this is their number one priority right now. So.
Well, good for them. Well, they're usually pretty good.
Yeah.
So I have faith in them.
Yeah, me too. So on the topic of Assassin's Creed, have you heard about the Assassin's Creed movie that I mentioned 5 seconds ago?
I have, but I don't really know too much about it. So please, Taft, take the stage, drop the mic for us.
I will gladly take the stage. You know how much I love Assassin's Creed, and I am so pumped for this movie. Can I say I will be at the premiere? I will be at the premiere on December 21st, 2016. But for those of you who actually are fans of the Assassin's Creed game, you will realize that 12/21 is a significant date in the Assassin's Creed series.
Why is that?
Because that is the day that that will be the 4-year anniversary of the day that Desmond Miles, spoiler alert, Desmond Miles died saving the world from the apocalypse.
Really?
Yeah, in the third game, at the end of it, in the modern day, Desmond sacrifices himself to save the human race.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, so that's when it comes out, so hopefully this movie doesn't die like Desmond. But for those of you who know absolutely nothing about it, we just recently had the first picture of the what's the actor's name? Do you know it, Mike? I'm drawing a blank.
I'm pulling it up right now.
Yeah, do that for me real quick.
What's his name? Come on. Wait, this isn't what I clicked on. Darn you, PC gamer.
But when Mike gets that, we'll talk about it. The new assassin, like himself, is called Callum. Callum. So yeah, it's a weird name, but I think it could be pretty cool. I think it's gonna be really cool. And so it takes place during the Spanish Inquisition, because nobody expects the Spanish Inquisition.
Michael Fassbender.
There we go. That's it.
That's it.
Yeah. That for those of you who don't know, that's the guy who plays Magneto in the new X-Men movies.
Oh, I love him.
He plays the younger Magneto. Yeah, he's a great actor, so I'm super pumped about it.
That's really exciting.
And he's actually shown interest in playing this role for a very long time.
Really?
Yeah.
It's exciting.
Yeah, it was mentioned years back, and we thought he was gonna be Desmond, but he's not. He's a very different assassin from Desmond.
Yeah. I remember talking about an Assassin's Creed movie like years ago.
Yeah. And this guy was the one that wanted to do it, and we always thought it was gonna be him, and it turns out it is him. But just like any other video game movie, it ties in with that universe.
Mm-hmm.
But the thing that I think is, you know how most video games movies fail? I think that this is going to be good because it's not trying to recreate the video game. What it's doing is it's just telling another story in that universe.
I see.
So it's a completely new person. Like, there's not going to be a game about him as far as I know. We might see some familiar faces in, like, modern day, maybe. But we're not going to, see Altair. We're not going to see Ezio. We might hear about them, possibly.
Yeah.
Because they are incredibly important figures, but we're not going to see them. So it ties in with the game. And what happens in the movie... it ties into the universe, I'm sorry. But what happens in the movie... is going to affect what happens in the game.
I see.
You see, like, just if this dude kills the Grand Master of the Templars during the Spanish Inquisition, that is going to be something that actually happened in the video game universe. You see.
So I'm assuming instead of making a video game about the Spanish Inquisition, they're making a movie.
Exactly.
That's
exactly what's happening. They're substituting a game for a movie.
I see. Do you know who is producing the movie?
No, I have not seen anything on that. I will look that up real quick. You can go on to your thing because I'm done with that movie.
Because it's possible that Lionsgate is making it. Because I know Lionsgate has been picking up a lot of movies lately. Because Borderlands is getting a movie by Lionsgate.
Come on, Mike.
What? What?
Come on.
But hey, my transitions are like a roller coaster of fun, okay?
Okay.
Get over it. Lionsgate is making a Borderlands movie. How can they make a 90-minute movie about really, kind of like slapstick humor Borderlands game? Well, the proof is a lot of people are pointing towards the Tales from the Borderlands, that action. You know what I'm talking about, Taft? It's kind of like, it's a Telltale Borderlands game.
Yeah, and I've heard really good things about it, all except for the fourth episode, because it's apparent Telltale games have a curse on the fourth episode that they're always the worst one of the series. So.
Yeah, I heard about that too. But they're using that as like, hey, obviously they can make a good story out of this. So that's pretty good. Hey Taff, did you know Lionsgate is also making a World of Warcraft game?
You mean movie or game?
Movie.
Really?
Yeah, which I'm super excited for. I think it comes out late this year or sometime next year.
I saw that trailer you had on your YouTube page.
Yeah.
So for anybody interested in this movie, you should actually go check that out.
It's a great trailer.
It's an amazing trailer.
It's an amazing trailer, and it's very accurate to what the movie will be like.
And it doesn't ruin a single thing for you.
It really doesn't, no. It's gonna be super sweet. And the thing is, I'm sorry, I'm trailing on about World of Warcraft here, but it's gonna be a live action movie rather than CGI, so that's gonna be interesting. But that's not what we're talking about, because we're talking about Borderlands. Alright, so, back to the Borderlands game. Some of the people producing it are Avi and Ari Arad. I don't know who they are personally, but apparently they are they are credited with producing numerous Marvel films. So that's nice because obviously they can be counted on because, who doesn't like the Marvel movies?
They're all so amazing except for Thor 2.
Oh, and Fantastic Four.
Yeah, we don't talk about that one.
We don't count that one. They don't talk about that at Marvel Studios. Yep. They just pretend it didn't happen.
Because it didn't. We don't talk about it.
Nope.
But hey, real quick, just to go back to who was making the Assassin's Creed movie, because I found it finally.
All right.
According to Wikipedia, because that's the best source in the world.
Accurate, 100%.
100% of the time. Sony is making it. Sony Entertainment, movie entertainment.
That's interesting. I wouldn't have expected that, but we'll see how those turn out.
Yeah, we'll see.
I hope they don't ruin it. I'm not saying I don't like Sony, but yeah. Okay.
I got it.
They're okay. They're not my favorite production company ever, but they're not bad either. I just don't like the Spider-Man movies. But that's just me.
Like none of them?
I mean, they're okay movies. I just not a big fan of Spider-Man.
Okay, that's understandable. Not really, but okay.
Not really. All right, Taft, you ready to move on to what we've been playing?
Yeah, let's do it.
Let's do this. What you playing? What'd you say, Taft?
I said, how long is this podcast gone?
We're about 35 minutes, so it's a good time to switch.
Okay, cool.
All right. So as everyone knows, first week of school makes gaming hard. So I don't know, Taft, have you found time to play anything?
Oh, like I said, really like Stranded Deep. I played a little bit of that. And then I've been playing a little bit of Portal. I've just barely had any time for that, so I'm barely any farther than I was last week.
I managed to play a little bit of Hearthstone. Like I mentioned earlier, playing Heroes of the Storm. It's pretty awesome. I'm leveling up my Muradin, and I'm kind of focusing on him right now. So, Taff, have you played Heroes of the Storm?
I have not.
You should get it. It's a lot of fun.
I don't know if I have enough storage left on my
It's only like
computer.
4 gigabytes.
I said what I said.
Say what?
I said what I said.
Oh, I see. Well, if you do, you should get it so we can play together. That'd be cool.
That'd be tight.
It's also free.
When are we going to play WoW together, dude? We've been talking about this for legit like 2 months. Like,
I don't.
This is ridiculous. We got together at the beginning of the summer to like,
Oh,
hey,
yeah.
let's play. And then we never did. And school has started and we still have not.
Oh, yeah. I just haven't been playing World of Warcraft lately.
You're the reason that they're losing memberships.
I am the reason why I'm losing membership. People are just like, he's not playing. We should listen to him because he's cool.
Exactly.
Yeah. So another game I played this week. It's called Everyday Misanthrope. And what misanthrope means, I have no idea because I don't know English at all. I'm not good at a writer or talker. Podcasting is going to be hard for me. It's a little text-based game about ruining people's lives. And don't get me wrong, I'm a nice person. I like to think so. You know, I like to think I'm nice.
Mike, you are legitimately one of the meanest people I've ever met.
Well, let's not talk about.
I'm just kidding. You are seriously one that you and Cammy are like the 2 nicest people I've ever met in my entire life.
Oh well, thank you. But in
Whereas
this game, I'm a terrible person. So it's like this little text-based game. You wake up. It takes place over the duration of a day. You wake up. You can choose to how you go to work. So, for instance, the first time I played, I took the bus, right? Now I'm staying on the bus, and you can choose to like sit on 2 seats at once, or stare at people uncomfortably, and it's hilarious. And what you do is that when you ruin people's day, you spend these things called misery coins, and you only have 50 to spend throughout the day. So you want to like use them all right before the end to maximize your lives ruined, essentially. And speaking of lives ruined, that's how it scores the game, is how many lives you've ruined during the day. So
how important is this dude that he can ruin somebody's life in one day?
Well, I don't know. Like, you go in, like, okay, I go to a work meeting, right? And one of the options is to fart silently. And so I choose that one. And it describes how people are fanning their faces because it's so bad.
That's awesome.
And how they end the meeting early, and you can choose to insult this guy's like insecurities, and it's such a funny game. And it's also free, by the way. It's free. It's like a 25 megabyte download. It's not super big, and it's a lot of fun.
It's on Steam?
It's not on Steam. You actually have to go to just the download site. I'll post it in the comments below the video on YouTube, so you can go and download it yourself. But it's just like this little thing, and it's really cool. It's a really fun game. Simple, lightweight. It's cool. It's fun.
Sounds cool.
It's also playable on PC, Mac, and Linux. So whatever you play, you can play it.
Oh, cool. So
Yeah.
I could actually play it.
Yeah.
Since I hadn't really been playing much, I want to talk about that game Until Dawn, since I've been watching the playthroughs on it.
Okay.
That game looks awesome. I really cannot stress that enough. Like the what's called graphics are amazing.
Mm-hmm.
The story is so freaking creepy.
What's the story behind it?
Okay, so starts off. I'm just gonna tell the first mission because it's the demo, so it shouldn't be a spoiler for anybody who's actually interested in the game and looked at the demo.
I see.
But if you haven't played the demo and don't want any spoilers, skip ahead about like 2 minutes. So you start off the game as it's like a party at your parents' cabin in the woods.
Okay.
And so you and your friends are there, and you're walking around, and you look out the window, and it looks like you see something outside, but you don't. Well, you do, but you act like you don't.
Okay.
And so you go, and you see some stuff laying around, you start, like, and you can interact with certain things, like your passed out drunk brother. And,
yeah.
Then you walk over, and you see this note on a table that was written to your sister.
Okay.
And, it's talking about how this guy that she has a crush on, Mike, is telling her to meet him in his room.
Disclaimer, it's not me.
Yeah, not this Mike. Because this Mike is actually nice. The other one's a total jerk.
Oh, okay.
He tells her to meet her in his room, and after everybody's asleep, so they can have some fun together.
Okay, wait. You said the family was meeting?
No. It's like you, your sister, your brother, and a bunch of your friends.
Oh, okay. I thought you said
all
family.
in your parents. No, are all in your parents.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
That was some weird stuff going on.
Yeah, your parents are loaded, obviously, because they bought this humongous mountain.
All right.
And so you go to check on your sister, because you know that something's up, because it doesn't sound right.
Mm-hmm.
And then then you see like a cutscene of the sister walking in, and Mike's standing there all seductively, and she's like, "Hey, Mike," and he's like, "Why don't we get started making out at first?" And then she starts to take off her clothes, and he's like, "Oh yeah."
Oh no.
And then her friends that are hiding under the bed, because this was all a prank on her.
Oh really?
Start laughing and give it away, and she starts freaking out, crying hysterically, like anyone would, because these people are terrible people.
That's really mean.
Yeah, and this is in the middle of winter, and she runs out into the middle, into the snowstorm. And so you hear you as the sister run out after her to make sure she's okay. And there's some quick time, but before that happens, you see her run outside. Actually, you see something run outside, or you see her run outside. I'm not positive which one it is. It might be, it might be the killer. It might be.
Please tell me all the mean people die.
No, okay, I'm gonna get to that later.
Okay.
But then you go to there's a quick time event as you run through the forest trying to catch your sister, and you find her. Mm-hmm. And then there's this random flamethrower. Like, I don't get why it's there. It looks like a dragon's breathing fire, and so you guys freak out. You and your sister freak out, and you run away. And
hey, Taft.
Yes.
I don't know about you, but whenever there's a flamethrower laying around, I'm happy.
Me too, typically.
Yeah.
Unless it's pointed at me.
Oh, then I run.
Yeah. Which is, they did the correct thing in running, but they ran the wrong way, and they ran to the cliche of a cliff. And,
they ran off a cliff?
No, they ran to the edge of a cliff.
Oh, okay.
But then you're freaking out there, and the guy's getting closer and closer. And, your sister falls off the cliff. And you're holding hands, so she pulls you down with her, and you grab onto a ledge, and then after you grab onto the ledge, you have the choice to either let your sister go and let her die,
okay,
or to let go yourself, so you can both die.
And what if you both fall?
You both die, and it goes toward the future where your brother is now throwing a party at the same house with the same people. And it's like on the anniversary. It's kind of like saying they actually don't know you're dead. They think you're just missing. Your body has never been found. So I'm assuming that like the killer went down and grabbed you.
Wow. Okay. Wait. I thought it was a zombie game.
Nope, not at all.
Nope.
Not even close.
It isn't.
Not even close.
Oh, I thought it was a zombie game.
It is basically any horror movie you've ever seen, like with kids and like teenagers in a abandoned house.
Yeah.
It's that, but it's incredibly creepy.
I see. Oh, that sounds kind of fun.
It really it focuses a lot on the butterfly effect. You know, like if a butterfly beats its wings on one side of the world, it can cause a hurricane on the other.
If it drops the base on one side.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And so that's I've gotten a little bit past that, but I'm not going to spoil that for anybody else. And I feel like I've been dragging on with this. So.
Well, that sounds like a lot of fun. I'll have to pick that up and try to play it.
It's PS4 exclusive.
Oh, come on. Come on, PS4.
No, they have all the best games.
Stop stealing all of our fun. We really need a PS4 person on this podcast.
How about we just buy a PS4?
Oh, I'm okay with that.
How about our viewers buy us a PS4?
Yeah. Send that in. All right. So Okay. Like I said, been playing, Here's the Storm. Hearthstone's been fun. Hearthstone recently got a new expansion pack of cards. So I've been trying to get into that, but I don't have a lot of the cards from the last expansion, so there's a lot of cards I need to get. A lot of cards, actually. Very, very many. Let's see, what else I've been playing? Like I said, school's been making it hard to play games right now. I finally finished my Civilization 5 game. That was about 2 weeks.
How many hours did that take?
Like 7 or 8.
Jeez Louise.
It was a long game. And I recently started a new one, but everyone's harder, so I'm hoping it'll be more of a challenge.
Okay, yeah. You don't like, how do you play that? Do you like what's your play style? Do you like build up like an entire army and just bum rush everybody?
Okay, I'm very aggressive when it comes to territory, because so what I do is I push territory early game, so that late game, I'm obsessed. I want as much uranium late game as I possibly can. Cause that's what I want to nuke everyone.
That makes sense.
So early game, I like push other people. Like, I try to like spread my cities kind of in a circle. So I take as much land as possible. And I try to push people away, you know?
Yeah.
I settle near them, which kind of ticks them off, but I'm just like, whatever, get over it.
It's understandable.
So, you know, that's what like early game, I push territory, but in late game, I like island maps because I really like big navy battles and things like that. I like having a powerful navy spread across the entire map. It's super fun. I feel like a superpower country. It's pretty awesome.
Nice.
My playstyle is really not the original playstyle intended, but it's really awesome. Yeah.
Sounds cool.
Yeah, anything else you've been playing?
No, that's really been it. Like you said, with school going on, it's really hard to play anything.
That's true. Well, we are at 46 minutes, and I don't know what else to talk about.
46 minutes seems like a good time to call it quits.
It is. Well,
It's not too long.
maybe our goodbyes will get up to 50. All right. Well, hey, Taft, great news, by the way.
What's up?
Before I forget, I made a Gmail account earlier today for this show.
Oh, cool.
It's at collegegamersshow@gmail.com. If you have a topic to talk about, news thing you want to send us, send it to that email account.
Or if you just want to tell us that you love us.
Yeah, I'll be willing to input, feedback, all that kind of stuff. So if you have anything, email the show. Yeah, that's pretty exciting.
Like we always say, feedback's always welcome.
Feedback is always welcome. You can find me on Twitter at BlueCowz with a Z, BlueCowz. That's pretty much it. Taft, what about
I'm
you?
Still off social media.
Still off social media. You're
So-
still antisocial.
Like, cause we're not getting the likes. Like I said, 5 likes and I'll get one.
Yeah. So it's really funny, Taft. You're very social in real life, but on the internet, you're like an antisocial person.
You know what? Cause it's like for one day, if I decide to run for president, which probably won't happen, but you know, I might. And I don't want anybody to be like, you know what? Look at him in college. He did a keg stand and I got a picture taken and somebody tagged me in it. And now my life is absolutely ruined, you know?
I see. But hey, if you become presidents, our podcast will be awesome.
How cool would that be though? Like if like your president was on the podcast. Like
You would never have any time to record ever.
oh, I would make time for it. Don't worry about it.
It's okay. I know you got this big old deal with like terrorism in the Middle East, but sit down and talk to me for a second.
I can make 1 hour.
I can make 1 hour.
I'm the president of the United States. I can make an hour if I want to make an hour. I'll make a day 25 hours.
That's fantastic. Except I don't think you're like the king of the world or anything.
I am not God, so
Darn. Maybe next time, right?
yeah, you never know.
Maybe in the next life. All right. Well, I think that's it for today.
Yep, that's it for me.
All right, rock and roll. I hope everyone's school semester is starting out great.
Thanks for listening.
Try to make time to play video games. All right, catch y'all next time.
Woo!
Blue Cow Radio. Crap, how do I stop this thing? Here we go.